Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Yeah. Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Craig's Stuff. My name is Craig, and this is some of my stuff. Finally, it has arrived. We have here the Aniplex BUZZmod Tanjiro Kamado from Demon Slayer. 1/6 scale, or 1/12 scale, I'm sorry, 1/12 scale action figure. Very excited for this guy. I decided to go with this one over the Figma. I think this one looks better. Also, it was released first, so we're going with these. I decided to go with this line instead of the Figma. Overall, I really like that they have these the cloth goods on them. So we're gonna see how those work. Obviously, you can see this jacket there, very cool. So I'm really excited, man. Nothing too special. Very blank, black box. You know, showed some pictures there in the back. So yeah. Anyway, I think it's time we pop this sucker open. Alrighty, so here is the figure, and he looks great. Before we talk about him, we have to talk about all these accessories that he comes with. He comes with a whole load of them. Look at all this stuff. It's crazy how much we get. We get 6 additional hands. You're getting a couple sword-holding hands, a couple fists, these open hands. So you're getting 8 hands in total. These ones are just kind of like, I don't know what to call these ones, but they are open. But those are the ones that come on him. Then you get 2 additional faces. You get this silly, pouty face, which is great. By the way, I love the detail in the hair. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but the fading looks great. And then he's got this like angry face, which is awesome, along with his kind of just generic smiling face, which is already on him. So 3 faces in total, which is awesome. And then we get, this is the cloth cloak, I guess we could call it. I don't know, his shirt. I know this is wired on certain parts. We'll talk about that more in the articulation when I take it out and put it on him. Then you get this fire effect, this fire ring, which is amazing. The translucent plastic that they use, and it fades to this nice yellow and that reddish orange. I mean, it looks so cool. Beautifully sculpted. And that piece, I believe, actually no, this, maybe it does go in this. Does this like attach like that? Oh yeah, I guess that's probably right. Oh yes, okay, so there's this other piece. It looks like this looks like exactly what you're supposed to do. I'm not positive, but we'll see. This piece, again, very nice effect piece, painted very well. Love the fading colors with the translucent plastic. They did such a good job with that. That looks great. Let's see. So what else do we have here? These are alternate legs, which are awesome. These they switch into his legs, and these are for kneeling, which is also what this piece is for. This is like a little pillow, so you can switch his legs off, and the knees fit very neatly. Look at that, really neatly into the pillow, so it'll look like he's kneeling, which is awesome. These kind of look like turds, though. Okay, so then we got the box. This is the box that he carries Nezuko around in. Does it open up? Yeah, I'm going to say no, this does not open up. Although it feels hollow inside, I don't know. Terrible job doing a review here, but if you know if this box opens up, let me know in the comments. That would be great, because I feel like pulling this thing feels like it's going to break, and I don't want to do that, so don't want to do that. Then you have the straps. These are the straps that go to the box here. These just plug in like that, something like that, and you can have him have the box around or on his back. And then lastly, you get 2 swords. This is the sword with the sheath. Let's see, is the sheath removable? There we go. Okay. Yes, the sheath is removable, so you can have just the sheath by itself. And that plugs right in there. And then you have the sword also by itself. Look at the detailing, how nice that red looks there. Really, really nice on the sword. Very, very cool. All right, so now let's take a look at the figure. Alrighty, so here is Tanjiro, and he looks freaking awesome. I think he looks awesome. I think he did a great job. You know, a couple complaints right off the bat. I mean, the paint does. I think the paint on the face and everything looks incredible. But the body is definitely not. It's not perfect. I mean, the belt, it looks a little bit splattered. I mean, and I only say that because this is such an expensive figure. I think this thing was like over $100, and you know, I don't know. I don't understand why they can't get it right. They make the faces are so clean, but then when they get down here, it just kind of looks messy. Sculpt wise, it looks great. The cuts though, I think, are a little weird. I don't know why. You can see in the crotch area, it's just cut very strange. I don't know why that is like that. So like one leg you can see one leg is a little bit more open than the other. Or maybe that's just because the way this is positioned, but maybe with the belt, I don't know. It's also very, it just looks a little strange. Also the midsection, you can see they did this weird cut for articulation, and it's like, it looks a little bit better there. And in certain poses, it looks fine, but like, see how it just kind of sits down like that? It's very strange. When you push it up, I think it looks fine like that. I think that's okay. On the back though, it kind of looks weird because it actually covers up the writing on his back. So it's a little, I don't know, it's weird. And you can also see on the back here how like this side is a little bit cut differently. I don't know why they did it like that. Also the articulation for his knees is super visible on the back. It's actually pretty good from the front. I think that's like the best way they could have possibly done it. Just with the size of the style of his pants. But from the back, this is pretty ugly actually. Look, I've always said I'm a big fan of articulation. So if you can make it articulated, you know, you can always put it in a pose where it's just not visible. So, you know, sometimes from the back is okay. Like I was talking about before, the fading in his hair looks awesome. I think they did such a good job with that. I love how it's brown, it has those little like red fades in there, and looks great. Faces are always great too. They always paint the faces really well. And his earrings too. I think the earrings came out pretty good. They're very clean. And I'm glad they like just straight up attached the earrings and didn't have them like really thin, because otherwise they would just break off like immediately. One other thing I noticed, for whatever reason, they decided to put the copyright information right here on his back, which that's what this is for. That's what this is for. Put it on the feet. I guess either way, most people are going to display it with this cloak. Most of the problems will be pretty much covered by this thing. And this cloak, let's just talk about that, looks awesome. This thing is beautiful. I love cloth accessories. I think a little bit of cloth on an action figure goes a long way. It just makes it that much cooler looking. I love cloth with bendy wires. It just adds so much to a figure. Now, before we actually put this on him, I'd like to talk about his articulation with it off, and then we'll talk about his articulation with it on, just to see how it compares. For his head, you get some pretty solid head motion. It goes look at it, all the way down, all the way up. But again, this figure has a lot of openings just for because it has so much articulation. Things pop open. So from the back, you can see it opens up there, and from the front, it pops open there. But you know, for certain poses and photos, you can probably get away with that. He gets some nice head tilt. It's on a ball joint at the top, so he actually has head tilt at both joints. Also, he has this bit of lower hair, so the hair can kind of, the hair kind of moves out of the way, which allows for better articulation, which is really cool. I like when they do that. I think the Revel Tech figures do that. The arms go up past the 90-degree angle. They go up then down at the shoulder. There is a little bit of that butterfly joint motion, and it does spin at the upper bicep shoulder area, although there's not a true bicep cut there, but that is okay. He has a single jointed elbow, which is very surprising because all the other motion on him is crazy. He only gets a single jointed elbow, and it does spin at the elbow as well. Wrists spin, and they go all the way around, up and down as well. Then at the waist, you have that upper waist joint, which is on a ball, goes side to side, back, front. And then their lower waist. So with a lower waist and the upper combined, you get really, really solid ab crunch and back as well, and tilt side to side all the way around. Legs do go forward, but they go out a little bit because of the way the sculpt is. They also go back pretty far, and that goes pretty straight back, which is pretty good. He has the upper thigh spin, although these legs don't stay on too well. Then he has that single jointed bend at the knee, which, considering the sculpt, that's really good. He gets it just about to a 90-degree angle, which is, it's fine. I mean, he's got gigantic legs because of the type of clothes he's wearing, so it's kind of crazy. He spins at the upper ankles. He also spins at the lower ankles at the foot. They go up, they go down, and they pivot as well, and he's got toe articulation as well. All right, so the coat is on, and man, he looks so much cooler with the coat on. Like, just the green really brings out the look for this figure. Plus, it also hides a little bit of the midsection, which is nice. Let's see, his arms. Let's see. They still go up past 90 degrees. Still get all this kind of motion. Still get your single joints. It doesn't really look like it's too bad. I mean, it looks like you're going to pretty much just get just about the same range of motion. And like I was saying before, the coat has the bendy wires, which I love. So you can move the bendy wires in any which way you want. I mean, I've always loved that. That's always one of my absolute favorite things. It's only in the on the out, like this section. It's not on the sleeves though. It's only on the it runs from here down, around, and up around his neck. But yeah, so not on his sleeves. But that's okay. You don't really need it for the sleeves. And like even just moving around like that just looks cool. Honestly, I think he's an awesome figure. So Tanjiro is not very tall. Stands only about 5 3/4 inches tall. And here he is next to the SH Figuarts Goku. Here he is next to the McFarlane Dark Knight's Death Metal Batman. And here he is next to the Marvel Legends Gibbon. Alrighty, so overall, it's an incredible figure. It's surprisingly easy to get into the poses compared to other figures like Revoltech. Those can be a huge pain in the butt, but this wasn't terrible. I mean, it's not as easy as like a Marvel Legend or whatever to pose around, but like it's not so bad, and it's just so cool looking. I think they did such a good job with this figure. I look at the cloth, man. Look at the cloth. Look how awesome. Look how cool he looks with the cloth. I love this. Very cool. Very excited for the other Demon Slayer figures that are now coming out. So, you know, we kind of took a gamble because we had never seen any of these BUZZmod figures before, and I pre-ordered every single one of them. So, but yeah, I think that gamble paid off. I think these are great. I'm very excited for the upcoming releases. So, anyway, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please check out my Instagram. Please check back every Friday at noon for brand new videos. I will see you guys next time. Later.